There at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Waiting! 51. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Check 13. Check 13.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long.
Bunch. 56. Check 56. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right
here. Here's Wentz to throw. This one complete to J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, kill it. Hey, Ford, kill it. 56. Mike's 56. Tighten up.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Steps away to his left. Ertz has it left side. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting. Right there, 56. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check 50. Check 50.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Redskins nothing. Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's put that team on the bus. 36. 6 guys.
They go play action now. Haskins. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Third down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Jackson to return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Man, I got you.
Wentz going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Wentz. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Cyrus Jones picks it. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Richardson. A gain of 16 yards. And a Redskin 1st down.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now a toss. This is Geis. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 16-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Love. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
54, check, watch 54, watch 54. Pick me up, here we go.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he's got it. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Let's go now. Go to base. 54, right, 54, squeeze. Let's get off the field.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now it's Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. They run with Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with his 16th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Eagles take over first and 10. Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
You don't want to. Hey, you don't want to see me. Hey, Ford Tokyo. 56 Mike. 56.
To throw is Wentz. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
3 down. Out. Get him. You got him.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now Haskins on 1st down. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing his Wentz. That one complete to Hill. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Check. Lucky. No. Off. Sunday. What's up?
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Down and man inside.
A final shot before half for Wentz. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd down, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. On the return, Jackson. Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Waiting! 56! He don't know no better. 82! 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. I'm coming. Hey, other side, solid. Bravo. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. That's caught left side, Arcega-Whiteside. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Geis. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. 30, 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there out of Geis. 51 yards on the ground.
51-yard gain. First down, Washington.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Watch the shot. Joker.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Wentz to throw. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
3 down. 5-9.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
The 20. Check 43. Great 15. Over there, single receiver. Go.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Fielded at about the 28. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Haskins sliding out of the pocket. Caught on the right side, Reed. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Here's Haskins to throw. Being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nigel Bradham able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
56 at the mark.
Geis with the carry on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now a run with Geis. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And an alley to run. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had the big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And
just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He lost 6 there on the first down play. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now on 2nd and 16, Haskins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Haskins to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
For Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run with Geis. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Mike 56, Mike 56. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Back to throw. Ertz over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. One final try now for Wentz. Over the middle, complete to Arcega-Whiteside. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair. Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot. So for Washington, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5, and they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.